Hi, my name is Karen Sliwinski. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Northeast Ohio, specifically right now in downtown Cleveland. And I have a technique that I've been wanting to show you for quite a while now. It's using stencils. So here's the card that we're going to make today. And we're going to be using our stencils, or what Stampin' Up! Likes to call them is decorative masks. So I hope you like this today. I encourage you to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with others, and if you need any of the supplies, I'll have links at the bottom of my YouTube description. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to get started making this beautiful card, and I've got some others to show you at the end, so stay tuned. All right, the things that we need to make our card today are really simple. We have a card base. This is a 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And then I'm just going to give it a nice crease with my bone folder. And then we need a piece of basic white. This is 3 1/4 inch square, and then a piece of basic black that's just a little bit bigger. It's 3 3/8. So these are going to layer together. And then we are going to need our decorative masks. So what I've done is I've taken this mask and I have used some low tack tape and I put around it. I'm going to show you the other masks or stencils in this set. These are the Plenty of Patterns decorative masks. It comes with this geometric one, sort of a clamshell one, and then the flowers. So if you don't know where these are in the catalog, they're on page 128 of our annual catalog, and you'll see them right here. So these are the masks that I just showed you, and then these are the basic masks that we had for a while, and I'll show you those too because those are also great to have, and they have a low price point. These are only $8 for the set of masks. So this one, you come with your polka dots, your tree pattern, I don't know what this is called, but it looks pretty cool, and then this very lacy one. So that looks great. So those are the masks that you can get. And like I said, they're really fun to work with. So we're gonna start out with this one. This one has four different patterns. Oh, I hear my favorite chip coming in. It's called American Courage. Sounds really cool. It's got a very deep resonant horn when it blows. So anyway, getting back to my video here, I have these 4 patterns and I have chosen this one. So I've just masked it off so that I don't get any of these other patterns when I put it on my my block. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm just going to just try to center it the best that I can. Oh, I can't see the edge of my pattern right here. I'm going to take this off just a little bit so I can see where my white is. And I've got my paper there. I think I need to go just a little bit more this way. I'm going to put this back there, and then what I'm going to do is flip this over, and I'm going to use a little bit more of this tape. I'm just going to put it right along here so it just holds that in place. All right, so now we have that ready, and our colors today, we're going to use 2 of our new in colors, Fresh Freesia and Polished Pink, and I'm going to use our blending brushes. Now you can do this with sponge daubers. The problem with sponge daubers I found is that this plastic can be kind of rough on the edges of your sponge dauber, and it tends to just chew them up a little bit. So I don't like using sponge daubers very much. You can use a sponge if you still have some of the sponges that we used to sell, but blending brushes are so very nice. So we're going to start out and we're going to grab some Fresh Freesia, and I think what I'm going to also do is grab a piece of scrap paper here, and then we are going to just touch that first bit off, and then we're going to start in the center. And if you notice, I am going in both directions as I swirl this on, because this does have a little bit of dimension to it. If you just go in one direction, you're going to get a little bit of a white gap. So I'm just doing the center of this and fading out a little bit as I get further out. I think that looks great. And now I'm going to move on to my polished pink. I'm going to switch over. And this one, I'm going to start from the outside and blend in. And again, you're going to want to go in both directions. And then as you get closer to the center, that pink is going to blend in with the purple that we already put down. So I'm going to do this last corner. And I think I want a little bit more intensity at these outer rings here. And you're going to see that when you take this stencil off, you're going to see how vibrant it looks. It may not look like you've got enough coverage on there, but there's always more coverage than you think. And so when you peel this off, take it off our paper, we get that beautiful pattern. Isn't that great? I think this is so lovely. So take this off, and then what we're going to want to do is mat this to our black piece. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Get this glue going. Maybe. There it goes. Sometimes it takes just a little bit of encouragement for it to go. So there gives a nice little skinny border. All right, so then we want to stamp our greeting. So what I like to do is just place this on here just to give me the visual of where this is going to be. And then we are going to stamp happy birthday. So I've got birthday really big and bold, and then the happy is scripty. And then this is coming from The Biggest Wish, I guess. This is one of our new stamp sets, and you can combine these in multiple ways. So I thought it would be really nice to stamp the birthday, the big and bold birthday, in our fresh freesia. So I'm going to ink this up. And this is just, like I said, holding its place so I can kind of figure out where this is going to go. And I think that looks pretty good. Hold that down. Not too shabby. And then I thought it would be great to have that birthday, or that happy rather, and have it in really bold black. So I'm going to use Stays On. And Stays On is a really intense black. I love it. But you do want to keep the cover on it. As soon as you ink it up, you're going to want to put your cover on it, because it does dry out quickly. And then stamp happy. And to see how nice and intense it looks is really good. I do like to clean mine with the Stays On cleaner, because it will stain your stamp a little bit. We're almost ready to finish this card. So I have some of my black dimensionals. We're going to pop this up. One more in the center. And then peel these backings off. Stencils really are a great tool to have. I'll have another video coming out soon where I show you how to use some embossing paste with them. It's another way to use stencils. So I'm going to center this right here, popped up. And then I thought a really nice finishing touch would be use some of the black matte dots. Grab my Take Your Pick tool and grab one of these, and I think pop that right in. Whoops, don't flip over. Right in the middle. All right. Then for the inside, I liked some of these sentiments. This is another one of our new sets. It's called Sunny Sentiments. And I thought hoping your birthday is filled with all the best things would be a really nice reading for the inside. So since I was making a couple of these, I did put it on my Stamparatus. So I'm going to open this up. And it's always nice if you can have a stamp pad underneath it. It keeps this plate level. Just makes it nicer to ink it up. I'm going to put my card right in here. This is a great thing about the Stamparatus, and if you're making multiples, it's super fast. Once you get it set up, you can just go ahead, ink, put it on your card, put the next one in, keep doing it. Give that a nice little press. Looks great. So there you have it. I'm going to close this up. And we have this beautiful card done very simply with our stencils. So I promised you I would show you a few other ones. Get my scrap paper out of the way. This first one, I used that clamshell, and all I did was stamp a piece of paper, and then I did mount that on top of my card front. You could stamp directly onto your card base if you would prefer. I did it this way because I just had a strip of paper, but if you wanted to stamp directly onto your card base, you would just use some low-tack tape or Post-it notes to mask off the side of it that you didn't want stenciled. So this one I chose Real Red and Night of Navy. So this is Sail in the Direction of Your Dreams. This would be great for somebody who is retiring or graduating from high school or college. But a really simple use of the stencil, and it looks great. I thought the clamshells, that was a great design to go with the sailboats. All right, my next card. Oh, I love my next card. This one is using the circles, which are from our basic set of stencils or decorative masks. And I don't know if you can see it very well here, but I'm going to bring this up a little closer. I have circles that are concentrated in this area. So this is our pale papaya paper, and I sponged rather in the pale papaya ink. So it's just the same tone on tone, and I started out heavier in the center, and I just kind of faded out. Just gives it a little bit of texture and interest. So again, it's a very simple card, but by having that little bit of texture in the background, it makes it to the next level. And that's what the inside of this one is. This paper, oh, this artistically inked set is so amazing. I love, love, love this one. And there was the envelope for that one. And then my last one is actually my favorite. So this one is using that geometric mask. So what I did is I taped it down, and I started out in the center. I used my Daffodil Delight. Then I went with Poppy Parade on the outside and then blended that in and got lighter as I got toward the center. And then you got this beautiful orange, almost Calypso coral tones right there in the middle. And then on this side, I started with Coastal Cabana and blended in, and then you get these lovely green tones. So I really like this one a lot. So then when I stamped my popsicles, I used a combination of the different colors. So this one was the Coastal Cabana, and then the stamped off Granny Apple Green. This one was full strength Granny Apple Green and the Daffodil Delight, and Poppy Parade and not Coastal Cabana. That is the other one, Calypso Coral. So, and I cut out my happy birthday, and then here is my inside of this card. So stencils are really, really versatile. Give them a try. Let me know which one of these is your favorite in the comments. And then I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.